Hello, I want to welcome you back to Simply Fujica. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Fujica, and I serve this community as a consultant. I help people start their non-medical home care agencies. So listen, I know that I have been gone for a while. I'm going to see, I need to get permission first, but really why I needed to take a small break was because we were in transition as a family. And so I will talk hopefully a little bit more about that later. And so I really have also been taking the time to just enjoy my family and prepare for the holidays. So I'm hoping that you are doing well, that you are starting your businesses, that your businesses are thriving, and that you are preparing for some of your holiday traditions as we speak. So I want to transition to today's video. So as I was talking about transitioning with my family, part of that is having our mom move into her new ADU at our home. And so it has been an exciting time, but one of the things that I was tasked with doing was, of course, finding caregivers for her. And I want to tell you all, it wasn't a very good experience, but I want to share some of those tips, some of those takeaways from having these conversations with you, because I know some of you are frustrated when you're finally getting phone calls, when you're finally getting traffic, people are calling you back and they're inquiring with you about your services, and then you don't hear anything else. Well, I may have 3 tips that will help you out in that regard. So if you want to know why your potential clients are not calling you back, then stay tuned. So most of you know that I have done a video before about, now that I have a potential client on the phone, what do I say? What's the next step? And so I will make sure that that is included in this video as another resource for you. But today I want to talk about why your sales aren't landing, why you're not converting more inquiries into actual clients. The first tip that I have for you is you are just not building rapport. I was so disappointed when I called multiple agencies looking for service, and I would say I think I called 5 different agencies personally before I started posting positions. Out of those 5 agencies, I will say 4 of them hung up that phone and never knew why my mom needed care. They never knew what her ailment was. Not only did they not know, but all of them gave me their charge without even knowing what her illness was. So how are you going to take care of someone? How are you even properly going to quote what your services cost if you don't even know what's going on with the client? So needless to say, it was very disheartening, very uncomfortable talking about money when you haven't even sold me on, if you're the agency that I would even like to take a second step with, much less sign up with. So just make sure part of your conversation with anyone who calls your agency is you want to make them feel comfortable. You want to get as much information as you can about them, and you want to make sure that you come across as that trusted partner that you're letting them know you will be for them, right? That partnership starts day one, and it really starts from that first conversation. So I don't want to feel like I'm being sold a hamburger. I want to make sure that I feel comfortable with speaking to you about caring for my mom. The second big tip is probably the biggest one that I want to share with you, and that is every agency that I spoke to stated their price for their services, but none of them stated the value that they were going to bring to me. Now, one thing that I will tell you is my mom is considered total assist, so she has very limited mobility, and so every person who heard that took a point to say, oh, that's going to cost extra. Oh, that's going to be another cost. Oh, we're going to have to add a cost to the number that I just gave you. Which, can I tell you something? I understand that. We're not new to this. However, I never received in return what that added cost was going to provide me. What was that added cost going to provide my mom who requires the service? So this is something that I want to share with you, because a lot of you, when it's time to start talking about money, a lot of us get uncomfortable. But I'm here to tell you there's no reason for the discomfort, because anyone such as my mom or anyone who has had to have care prior, has had to pay for care prior, they know what it's going to cost for them to continue to receive that care. My mom knows that for her, typically it's going to cost more because of the level of care that she needs. So, with that being said, so all the discomfort aside, come on in and tell me why I should trust you with caring for my mom. It's really just not about the financial part of the discussion. At some point, she is going to be spending more time with her caregivers than she's going to be spending with us. So there's going to have to be a relationship. And so you want to make sure what in any relationship that you have, money may play a part, but it's not the biggest part. You want to make sure a person feels comfortable with you. So I will always say, and you all have heard me talk in some of my videos about having a value added proposition. This is your time to shine. This is your time to really say why. Like in my instance, I've called 5 agencies. So what makes your agency different? What would make me want to choose your agency above everyone else? That's the value that you're going to bring to me. That's the value you're going to bring to my mom. And so that's going to help us determine if we want to move further with you in the process. So I really hope that makes sense. The third tip that I have for you is you're not closing the deal. So again, out of these 5 agencies that I called, I want to say 1, maybe 2 asked me, hey, when can I follow up with you? None of them told me the next step. I had to ask for it. So just to kind of share that with you, be comfortable in understanding where you are in the conversation. So if I'm telling you what you need, you're listening to that, you're understanding how you're going to service me. Take charge of that conversation and, thank that person for sharing what's going on in their family, for reaching out to them, that type of thing. But once you kind of get all the information that you need, the next is, how can we move forward? I really would like to meet your mom. I really would like to talk to you in person about what we can bring to the table. I have a presentation ready to discuss with you. Let me know if you feel comfortable coming here or if I should go there. That type of thing. It's really just having that conversation. It's really taking control of that conversation so that person, again, you're building trust with them. You're letting them know that you're the professional. You're the person that is a trusted partner for me and my family. It should be a natural evolution versus feeling like a high pressure sales pitch. Okay, so that is really all that I have. I will tell you all, the caregivers that we did settle on for my mom are wonderful. They are talented, they are committed, and they're passionate about providing care. So at least this story ends in a positive way, right? We've got some great caregivers, but I want to give you the tools and resources that you need to really seal the deal with getting your clients. I would say probably the top 3 things that people always call me about, they want a consultation about, is how do I get my clients? So when you actually get someone on the phone, when you finally have someone that's reaching out to you, you want to make sure that you put your best foot forward. Okay? So I hope this video was meaningful for you. I really could not wait to bring you this information. If you have enjoyed this content and you really got something from this conversation, I would appreciate it if you like the video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and then hit that bell notification so that you're notified each and every time I release a new video. That's all I have for you all today. Stay blessed.